security in the house today.
I'm bad, and I'm sick.
Doesn't Paul look like he could be in the Secret Service or something? Well, except for the white dog.
Hey, are you racist or something?
No.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
Lord.
Yes, my voice is very low.
Oh, my gosh. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to MK Quilts and our weekly live feed. So we jumped on just a couple of minutes so that we could let some people hop on and join us. We have so much to talk about this week, and we're actually going to switch it up a little bit today. We're going to let Paul and Samson go first. So Paul came back from his trip to Utah, and it just took a day basically, and he's been down and out ever since. The poor guy is like so sick.
Okay, let's make something straight here.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sick, but you haven't given me a day off. There is no such thing as a day off with MK. Not gonna happen.
I am kind of a taskmaster, and yeah, I'm a get her done kind of boss. So welcome everybody. Sorry that we didn't get a live feed in last week. I was kind of hoping maybe that we could have dropped one in somewhere, but it was just a crazy busy week. And I went to sit down to start my list today, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. There's so much stuff that we did last week. Super great week. So thank you for joining us live. If you catch this later, remember just to, say replay or catching it later. Tell us where you're coming to us from and whatnot. So Paul says he has his list in his head. Or did you actually write it down? Okay. All right. So, Paul, you might need to step closer because your voice is like really bad today.
All right. Now I'll scritch down here a little bit as well. All right, Sammy. All right. So, as Melissa said, we had a great week in Utah with most of our technicians. We had 2 of them that had already been trained. The rest of them were with me. We had a really great time, learned a lot, and now we're getting set up basically to start advertising where these people are, what they're doing and such. We're putting things in place like I'm trying to order a bunch of extra accessories, and my hair is just not quite right there. All right.
Yeah.
So anyways, what we're figuring is if they're going to be around you doing work and support for you, they might as well have some accessories, feet, and other things on hand so that you can save the shipping. I mean, just shipping one glide foot costs us $7 or more. So if we can save you some money, we're going to try and do that as well. One of the other things which I determined I was allowed to do is we will be allowing our customers, people that get support from us, to order a timing kit. Now, this is not that we want people to do their own timing, not because it's going to save you money. It's literally a very tricky thing. What we'd like to teach you how to do is how to check your timing, so that when you're dealing with thread issues and other things, it's pretty easy to pop it open and set it up so that you can know whether your timing's off or not. Then you can make the decision on who you call to actually get it adjusted. So that's something that I thought would really help, because a lot of people deal with stitch issues and other things, and sometimes you don't notice that you just hit a hard seam or something and just knocked it off enough where it becomes a problem. So did she mention it was a short list? That's basically all I have here. Sammy is keeping me company as I
Thread Club.
try and recover.
Are you working on Thread Club?
Thread Club, yes. I will reach out to a couple people that don't have their thread choices in just to make sure this time around. We are working on the Thread Club. If you're really nice and you want to jump on the Thread Club and do it by the end of the week and order some thread at our discount rate by joining the club, I might just be able to squeeze you in, and that'll ship out by the end of the month. Now, if I keep talking anymore, I am going to start coughing my head off. So Sammy and I are going to say goodbye and let MK take over.
All right. Well, you guys, if you were following along at all last week, Paul posted a few things. I begged him to take pictures and give me updates and whatnot from Utah. I really wish that I could have been there with them. It sounds like Paul has really just organized a fantastic group of people to work with us and to start this next phase of our business where we're expanding. You know, we've been selling nationally now for a while, and here's the deal with Handy Quilter. They have told us you are more than, we're more than happy to have you sell nationally, but we need you to be able to support and service and train those people that you sell to. And we're committed to that, right? We've talked about that many times. So Paul has got a really, really, really great group of people put together. He's still going to be fine-tuning some of the things. We're working on marketing material so that they can have stuff with them, their own business cards, them on one side, us on the other. We're working on a beautiful trifold marketing piece of material that Ellen is helping us with, and she's doing a fantastic job. I'm going to talk about Ellen a little bit later. Things are just continue to roll along here, and we are so, so very blessed. We sit at night, in our complete exhaustion on the sofas, and we just look at each other, and we just are like, is this really our life? I mean, look at what it has built itself to. I tell my story when I was on the road last week. I love telling my story about how I got into long arming. I was a piecer for a long time, right? And I started sending my quilts out to be quilted. Somewhere along the line, I kind of got the idea that I wanted to become a long armer. So I started doing my research. I landed on Handy Quilter. I walked into a quilt show. There was the Handy Quilter dealer. Whatever the show price was, it's special. I was so excited. I just called Paul on the phone, and I was just jabbering and jabbering. I was talking so fast. I was so excited. And he said to me,
just buy the damn thing.
Literally, he said that to me on the phone. And so I'm like, okay, goodbye, honey. And I just hung up. I bought it. I didn't know anything. I didn't have Pro Stitcher at that time. I just bought the machine. That was in March of 2008. And here we are today. And the amount of growth and the things that we're doing, I could have never in my wildest dreams really thought that would happen. But we're loving it, and it's just going great. So let me just go through my list really quickly. I wanted to one final time, I know I've thanked all of them profusely, but I wanted to make a public thank you to the people that hosted me last week. I want to preface this by telling you that I'm a different kind of a retailer. You probably have all kind of figured that out. I'm also a different type of an instructor. Many times when retailers or instructors, educators go out, they want to get a hotel room. Bye, honey. Love you. They want to, they want all their expenses paid. They need hotel rooms. They need, mileage. They need all of this stuff. And they rightfully should get that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I am just saying that when I go places, if you are comfortable having me, and I feel comfortable with you guys, I love the fact that you host me in your homes. We get time together. We can sew together. We can train together. We can do a lot of things together. And I personally find that a very fun and rewarding part of my job, that I can go out and that you help me in that, because it really does help me. As I'm helping you, you're helping me, right? So I want to thank my hosts from last week, starting with Sean up there in Cumming. She had me for an overnight. We did some things with her machine. She drove me to my next place, which was my host Linda there in Ellijay. Linda hosted me in her beautiful home. We always have a great time together. She's the one that got me in with her guild. I taught the double wedding ring class there with her guild. So Linda, thank you, always thank you for opening your home to me. Of course, thank you to Robin, our new owner, Robin, who got a brand new machine, and we were there. I was there for some training, and then she opened up her beautiful home to our sim session, and we just had a fantastic time at her house. The people that were there learned a lot. I know that they did. They were so on fire when they left there. And then last but of course not least, Kevin, thank you so much. Kevin was the guy who was carting me around in that pretty awesome Mustang with the top down, and he just got himself a Pro Stitcher late last fall, and I was there for his training. So thank you Thank you. That leads me into next week. I'm hitting the road again, and I'm going to be gone for about 2.5 weeks. So a pre-thank you to all of the people next week and beyond who are hosting me and driving me around, picking me up from the airport, all those kind of things. Speaking of that, for my students at the next 3 sessions that I have coming up. So I'm leaving on Tuesday. I'm heading to Niles, Michigan. From there, I'm going to Hampshire, Illinois. From there, I'm going out to Colorado. All of you all, if you're signed up for those sessions, I have sent out emails with what to bring, how to prepare, all of that stuff. There's been a lot of shuffling. Some people have moved sessions and changed the dates, and I messed up on a date. OMG. I mean, how ridiculous was that on my part that I messed a date up, crossover with a flight? Luckily, we were able to work it all out. But the point is, please check your emails, and if you have not gotten anything from me, please reach out so that I can make sure everybody's in the right session, all the dates are right, and that you know what to bring and all of that, okay? All right, so check your snail mail email boxes for that. All right, let's see. Yep. Okay, so the promotion's going on. So Handy Quilters promotion is going on through Monday, and this is the thread bundle promotion. So we just brought on a brand new owner this week, just signed the deal. Her machine's going to be delivered next week, and we're working with one other person who is probably going to sign today or tomorrow. Whoops, that's the wrong sheet. There's my list. Taking advantage of the thread bundle. You guys, that's a big deal to get all of that thread with a brand new machine. So if you buy a machine and you add Pro Stitcher onto it, you're like double dipping kind of, because they're going to include both sets of the thread bundle with that purchase. Okay, so I think we mentioned it last week that it takes a little bit the sting away, right? A little bit of that sting away from the $1,000 price increase that happened at the beginning of the month. All right. Also, I have just been finalizing tip of the week, but before I hopped on, and it may not be ready today, but I will try to have it out tomorrow because the rest of my weekend with Easter and whatnot is crazy. But the tip of this week, tip of the week this time is all surrounding file management, okay? How to deal with the designs on your tablet, how to deal with getting them on your flash drive, how to get them onto your laptops, how to deal with them a little bit with QPI, right? Quilt Pattern Indexer. And I have a sale going on right now on my QPI product, and I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of that instruction into my tip of the week this week. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend the sale on QPI through the end of the month, okay? Because it takes a while for the videos to get up there. Paul's got to get it up on YouTube. This week is Easter. You know, people are busy. So if you would like to get the discount on QPI, I dropped the code for that here in the Sim group. Just kind of scroll backwards or search in the group for QPI. It's a 10% coupon code. I will extend the deadline on that till the end of the month. And if you have not bitten the bullet on QPI, I'm just telling you right now, it's time to do it. It's a 14-day free trial period, so you can go ahead and download it right now. You can start playing with it. But if you license it before the end of the month, then you can get the 10% discount on that, okay? All right, so that's the promotions that we've got going on. Okay, so Ellen. So Ellen has been working with me now here in the shop 3 weeks. She is like a godsend. I am telling you. She and I just work really well together. I think I had mentioned, and when you met her a few weeks ago, she already was a co-owner with her mom with the machine, so she had that familiarity. She picked up on all my Pro Stitcher stuff. I mean, she is just rolling along. Her and I were just talking the other day about planning something together that we can offer to all of you in the way of some sort of an online stitch along, or something where we combine something with Pro Stitcher with her free motion skills, and how we can combine that together and maybe make it some sort of I don't know, maybe we'll run something for a month, or we'll just, I don't know. as you can tell, we haven't ironed out the details. But her and I think we make a really good team. She's helped me tremendously, and she's only been here 3 weeks. So look for more things from Ellen, and look for some opportunities next year. What we want to do at some point in 2020 is have some sort of an event here in Florida where it's Pro Stitcher, Art and Stitch, Free Motion, all of that stuff. You know, we had to cancel the cruises. So instead of doing that, many of you suggested that we just have an event here in Florida. And we also want to tie along with that event some sort of a private event for our owners. Owners only, also next year, something in Florida. So you guys, there is so much good stuff coming down the pipe. I mean, I am struggling to keep up with everything. You know, I'm busy. Ellen is taking a huge amount off me. Paul has been fantastic, you know, working with the accountant and the books and all that, so I can just keep doing what I love. Quilting, meeting all of you, teaching you, helping you. That's what I love the most. Okay, so last thing, the last thing on my list, speaking of helping you and events, I have just about ready to book my first event for 2020 in January-ish, about the middle of January sometime, down in the Venice area of Florida. Okay, so it's going to be a local to me here in Florida event, January 2020. And then one of our new installer certified technicians also lives in the Fort Lauderdale area, so just north of Miami, and I need to get with her because I would really like to come down there to that area, do some sort of an event with her, sim style, maybe even just an open house, come and hear about Handy Quilter if you're interested in a machine, that type of event, okay? So keep watching, if you can keep up with us. Keep watching. All right, let me show you what I got on the frames today. So over here, I still have my double wedding ring quilt. As you know, I was doing a stitch along on this project. Well, the stitch along had to be interrupted because I was on the road, but I got to get back to that. Over here on McForte is another double wedding ring, and I want to show you one side I'm custom quilting, the other side I'm just doing a panto on this quilt. So it just goes to show you that double wedding ring, of course, is beautiful when it's custom quilted, but it's also beautiful when you just throw down a panto on there. Okay, over on McMara, I'm walking gently so that I don't make you dizzy. Over here, this quilt we finished up yesterday. Actually, Ellen finished it up for me. It's a beautiful quilt, and I posted about it. If you saw my post from yesterday, my 10-year-old niece, Eva, did a lot of the piecing on that quilt with the help of my mom, and they finished it up together. Really, really proud of my Eva D. Oh, she might become a quilter. I love it. So, Mom, if you're watching, Eva's quilt's done. It's trimmed. It's ready to get off into the mail to you. All right, you guys, this week is Holy Week for any of you who are celebrating that Christian holiday this coming weekend. Paul and I wish you a very, very blessed Easter. We wish you a blessed Easter anyways, even if you don't celebrate. That's what we Christians are. We just wish you happiness, peace, a blessed Easter. Keep watching. Next week I'm going to be on the road again, so we'll see about live feeds. Live feeds might become a little bit more hit and miss just as I travel about. Okay, you guys, thank you for everything. Thanks for your business. I hope to see you at one of my events. Happy Easter, and until next time, from my studio to yours. Happy quilting, everybody. Bye-bye.